All right, right here is a quote from one of my Instagram peeps, and he was basically saying how learning music theory is like spaghetti. You throw it at the wall, some of it sticks. I thought that was super fun to share because it shows real musician perspective on what it's like to learn music theory. Okay, make me a promise because I want you to watch this all the way to the end and this whole playlist, and I promise you I'm going to give you such a solid foundation for learning music theory, okay? Now, right here's where we're going to start. We're going to talk about the key of C major, and I'm going to drop the notes right here to the C major scale. A scale is just a series or a sequence of notes in a certain order, okay? Don't worry about the terminology. You're learning a language, but most importantly, we're going to take this theory and we're going to apply it. I'm going to show you on the guitar kind of what I want you to do to start cementing it and make it fun. Music has to be fun, all right? So C major scale. Now over here too, I brought down a little picture of a piano, all right? Now the reason I did that is because piano is laid out very logically, but the cool part about music theory is I taught myself how to play the piano because I know music theory, okay? Once you learn about how certain chords go together, how scales, how to build chords from scales, intervals, all this fun stuff, it all starts to come together. So I'm gonna try and connect the dots for you, break you out of your plateaus without confusing you. Now, I tried to make this video last night, but honestly, it was too much. So I decided I'm gonna chunk it. So here's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna focus just on the C major scale, the notes in the C major scale, right here, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And if you notice on that little piano, there are no black keys with red dots on them. What I did is I started at middle C and I just went up. Those are all C, D, E, F, G, okay? No sharps or flats because this is my number one tool, okay? And I'll put a picture of that on the screen for you now. This is called a circle of fifths. This by far has gotten me more views on my channel than anything, especially with shorts. Now, I haven't tackled theory. I've been trying to think long and hard how to give this to you, okay? So this is gonna kind of be our anchor point or our home base. Think of this as like the home button, right? So if you look at it, what I'm pointing at and you're looking at on the screen, we're in the key of C, and directly below that key, you'll notice it's blank. There's no sharps or flats, okay? Because what we're gonna do as I build out this playlist or series of videos is we're gonna rotate that chord wheel and we're gonna go around the circle of fifths, okay? You don't have to know what that means yet, but if you do, good for you, okay? That's my job to teach you. Now you just have to promise me you're not in my studio here. I need you to drop comments and questions. Please hit that like button if you can to bring as many people to our community as we can. All right? So the key of C major. So if one thing you can take away is just memorize the notes in the key. And I have a link to this in the description, the chord wheel. You're gonna wanna get one of these. They're cheap, they're invaluable, they're amazing for any genre of music. This will be the backbone of everything we do, okay? So, let's do this now. I think to wrap it up, what I wanna do is we're gonna talk about chords, okay? So let's just look at the very first chord in C major, the one chord. And that's why this wheel is invaluable, because you'll learn all those things. You're gonna learn the language of music, you're gonna learn the theory of music and how to apply it to your instrument, okay? I can talk till I'm blue in the face, but if I don't show you this on the instrument, it's not gonna make sense, okay? And let me know too how I can make these better. I've never made music theory videos, these are deep, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the C major scale, and what I want you to do is focus on this. And then I'm gonna grab the guitar and show you. So today, just try and burn in your brain the C major scale has no sharps or flats, regardless of what instrument you play. Now this is a guitar-oriented YouTube channel, but that's okay. The piano, from middle C, it's just the white keys, all right? So we gotta give this to you in small chunks. Key of C major has no sharps or flats. Just trying to memorize that. Now, right here, I'm gonna put the major scale down here. What I'm looking at in this note card, I'll see if I can put it in for you. I'm old school, if you can write things down. You see how it says C, E, and G? And it says 1, 3, 5? If you notice, if you look at the C major scale, the first note is C. You count over, what's the third note? It's E. Count over to what's the fifth note? It's G. So that is a C major triad or a C major chord. You following me? Again, drop me a comment if I'm confusing you. I'm gonna try and lay this out real simple, all right? So, C major chord, You use the first, third, and fifth note from the C major scale, and those are the notes C, E, G. It's just math, okay? You just have to memorize that. What's cool, here's how I taught myself piano. Oh, I know a C major chord is made C, E, G. I go over to the piano, I find C, E, G, and I go boom, there's a C major chord. You go to a guitar, you find C, E, G, there's a C major chord, okay? So now let's put this into practice. And what I want you to do on the instrument, to take the theory, but how to apply it. Okay, dude, great, you gave me some theory, but what do I do now? Here we go. Check this out. I'm gonna grab my guitar, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm gonna drop the notes for the C major scale down below. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you 2 positions to play the C major scale. Remember, we gotta start small, gotta walk before you can run. And then I'm gonna show you how to actually practice it, how to apply it, but make it fun. All right, so what I wanna do here, let's start with our root on the low E, all right? Now, if I refer to my fingers, this is always 1, 2, 3, 4. I will never change that. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So go to the 8th fret, take your second finger, okay? And that is a C. We're gonna play a C major scale in order. It won't be very musical, but what I want you to do is say the note names as you're playing the scale. So the pattern is this though first. Watch my hand. So it's 2, 4, and then on the A, it's 1, 2, 4, and on the D, it's 1, 3, 4. We're gonna just stop the scale right there. Guess what notes I just played? I did C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So right there, if you just do that, you can start learning all the notes on the fretboard. See? Okay, C, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, now one more position for that. We want to learn it right here on the A string is the root, so we're gonna go to the 3rd fret. That's a C. Same pattern, okay? But now you're just playing it on the A, D, and G string. So 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. If I'm going too fast, drop me a comment, okay? All right, so again, right here, look. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. All right? Now, what I want you to do is this. Take a C chord, this open chord we all know. Play that C chord, and then I want you to go to one of these 2 positions and then just play a few notes out of that scale. Here's where the musical part comes in, all right? So C. Now, let me point out, I taught you what notes make up a C major chord. C, E, G, right? That's a C major triad. How did I build that? I actually built it out of the C major scale from the 1st, 3rd, and 5th note, C, E, G. So play a C, and then try and slowly or smoothly slide into one of those C major scales and play a little melodic part. So like, watch. Just do 2 notes. See, I did it right out of here. You're making music right there. Now I'm gonna slide up here and try something. So that's gonna kind of be your homework. So take the C major chord, then take these 2 C major scale positions and try and create some music out of there, all right? So chords, 3 or more notes played at the same time, and then melodic parts, melody, picking notes one at a time out of the scale. All right, so you following me? Again, drop me a comment, drop me a question. All right, I thought of one more cool idea for you to do, for you to be a student of music. I was thinking about the song Imagine by John Lennon. I'm pretty sure it's in the key of C major, all right? So take a piece of music in the key of C major and just start analyzing it. Start breaking it down, okay? Because I don't care what skill level you're at, how long you've played, and I will preach this till I'm not playing anymore, but I'll play forever, somewhere. The ears will always be the most important, all right? So music theory is essential. It's powerful for you to know this stuff because you can basically go into any genre of music. Don't pigeonhole yourself or don't limit yourself or limit your ability because you don't know music theory, all right? And like I said, stick with me. I'm going to connect all the dots. I'm going to teach you how to use this tool to become an amazing songwriter, how to become a well-rounded musician. So today we did the key of C major. No sharps or flats. I showed you 2 positions to play a C major scale, all right? In the next video, I'm going to show you how to build a few more chords. Now, homework for you. Check out the links in the description. That's how I support the channel. That's how I buy iced coffee. There is a chord wheel linked in there. Get one. You'll love it. You'll use it forever. And then last but not least, here's a video to every chord in the key of C major with chord charts played two different ways, except for the diminished chord. The diminished chord is a whole nother ball game, all right? So this is where we gotta start. I promise you, stick with me, watch these things, interact with me, please share this. We're growing fast, and I got you, all right? I got you. Let me know. Hopefully this thing doesn't blow up and you guys are like, dude, nothing's stuck. There was no spaghetti sticking on my wall, all right? So remember, only you can stop you. I will see you in the next video. Peace.